Hey there, folks. I am the Mighty Plantain. Thanks for checking out this video. You know, sometimes it's good to have people looking out for you. Big thanks to Jeff H. If you happen to be watching this video. I'll follow up with you on Monday. Actually, I'll talk to you before I post it anyway. But for looking out for me. He was down in Rhode Island and happened to have a Proclamation Ale Company beer at a restaurant. Was a fan and stopped by their place on the way back up to Maine and grabbed some and hooked me up with one of the cans of Ordinary Man IPA. I like the logo for that. I assume it's just for that particular beer, but that's a nice simple logo, but it says everything. So yeah, Proclamation Brewing, and it sounds familiar. I thought I'd heard of them before, but when I looked, I haven't checked into a single one of their beers on Untappd. And but they've got like 400 plus beers in their catalog. So they're, yeah. It says here, formerly the beer name 42. Okay, that's interesting, 42. Huh. I wonder if that's got any connection. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe it doesn't, and that's why they renamed it. So they're in Warwick, Rhode Island. Proclamation Ale Company, 6.5% ABV. It says to drink fresh. It's unfiltered and may contain sediment. Okay, so that's... You know what we do with IPAs that may contain sediment? Give them a nice gentle roll on the table. Gentle, again, because what this will do is it'll redistribute some of that sediment into the beer itself, and it doesn't have that like chunky effect on the bottom. Or sometimes you get, with some beers, here's a very appetizing word, a clot of yeast at the bottom. Anything with sediment, hoppy or yeasty or otherwise, just give it a gentle roll. Doesn't tend to shake up the beer, but it redistributes that sediment. Also, you'll see this in every video, I tap the top of the can or the bottle. What this does, it creates a nucleation point with some of the bubbles in there so that it hopefully doesn't explode as bad. This time it worked. Doesn't always. And it's not a guarantee against shaking a beer, but as you see, that nice gentle roll didn't do anything to really disturb this. Now, the second I cracked it, I could smell the hop aroma, and it was interesting. So I'm looking forward to this already. All right. It is a bit hazy. It smells juicy. I thought I got floral when I cracked the can, but now I'm smelling like citrus, juicy citrus. Wow, that is a nice milky haze. It's got a good deal of effervescence. I didn't get a good head on it, but it's still got plenty of bubbles coming up from the nucleation point at the bottom of the glass. You can see a lot of them right here, like a wall of bubbles. But yeah, a nice milky look to it. Very nice and yellow down here, fades to a kind of a darker burnt yellow up top. Holy shit, that is juicy. That's got like this sweet, citrusy, juicy aroma to it. Maybe a hint underneath of pine and some floral still there, but definitely just a juicy, citrusy, citrus forward aroma. I might be getting some earthy notes in there as well. Huh, that's cool. Those are the four big ones. Pine and citrus are my big keys. I pick up on those all the time. Earthy and floral, a little bit more tricky for my palate. Nice medium mouthfeel. That's weird. It's got like a dirty bite up front. Earthy. Not dirty as in, you know, it's not a negative thing. It's got like this really earthy bite up front. Holy crap. So I got that huge juicy aroma, but then, again, really earthy up front. A hint of floral as it rolls off the tongue. and some dank notes before it hits you with like this citrusy burst after you swallow it. Huh. I mean, that's definitely good. It's got a nice, complex hop character to it. Again, a couple of notes that I don't normally pick up on, so it's got my attention there. It's smooth and easy to drink, and then it just kind of lingers on the back of the palate and the back of the tongue with this overall hoppy bitterness. Maybe a hint of a crisp finish, too. I mean, it's funny to say because it's both intense and yet smooth at the same time. It's easy to drink, but it kicks. It's got a kick to it, a nice hoppy kick. So overall, a really well put together IPA. In a day and age when we see a lot of breweries with IPA heavy catalogs that just you can't distinguish one from the next. This one's is a bit of a standout for me for all the reasons I mentioned before. So it's not quite giving me that unique or wow reaction. I've had beers like this before, but it's given me some stuff, like I said, that I don't normally get. So I'm hitting this with a 4 out of 5. It's pretty damn good. And if their stuff shows up around here, I might have to pick up some more of Proclamation's beers. There's a new place on Main Street in Waterville called Central Main Provisions or Main Street Provisions or something Provisions that people keep telling me I need to hit up, and I'm worried because there's another store in Fairfield that I go to on a semi-regular basis. Meridians. I usually hit the Damon's locations around here, but the second I walk into Meridians, they've got stuff that Damon's doesn't because they're different distributorships. Next thing I know, I'm walking out $200 poorer because everything's caught my interest and I don't know when I'm going to be back in there again. An experience that could be mitigated by just stopping in there more often. Something that won't happen with this new store on Main Street because Main Street's a fucking nightmare, as is all of downtown Waterville right now, traffic-wise. Well, that's enough of a segue for tonight, isn't it? Anyway, thanks again, Jeff. I'll stop by and let you know what I think about the beer on Monday, and then this video will probably get posted, I don't know, within the next couple of weeks after that. Thank you for tuning in and watching. Hit me up down below in the comments or the email link. If you know where to find Proclamation Ale Company's beers in the Central Maine area, love to hear from you. Also want to know what you think of an Ordinary Man. Ordinary Man, not Unordinary Man, just Ordinary Man. Let me know if you know anything about formerly a beer named 42 or whatever that was. If that's any reference to you know what. While you're down there, don't forget to like and share the video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Till next time, thanks for tuning in. Cheers.